This makes my computer hurt. Luckily with two PCs, it's a little bit easier when you stream and play. I think I'm 1700 cycles in. I melted a rocket interior. If you've ever seen the rocket interiors, this is a rocket interior. This was the cold planet, right? So I have the Mercury right here. It actually is used for these Mercury ceiling lamps for my beach chairs. $1,800 cycles, sorry. But here's the rocket. If you've gotten to space or you know what a rocket looks like, this is my rocket. It's a radiation rocket. But on the inside of it, if we go into the interior, this is what I did to it. I melted it. You can melt rocket interiors and then get outside of the rocket and do things. This is from Francis John. This is super advanced. This was the first time I've ever tried to do that. Let me go to my power area. See power. There's my power spine, one of them. And this is all mostly out of lead. The batteries don't have to be close. See? As long as the power is going through the power spine, through the top of the transformers, and then out the smaller wires. These wires can take up to 2,000 watts each. But most of this is made out of lead or iron. I guess iron. Here's some lead. Right, so I usually try to have all my power stuff on one side and then have the wires running past. Power. Well, I'm getting power from my steam room down here. This gives us 850 watts when these are running full, but they're not right now. Where is my power? There's an oxygen machine. Oh, here's my power. Okay. So I do have smart batteries in here. They are not hooked up to automation. They're kind of like those jumbo batteries, but I just went ahead with smart batteries. But here I have a petroleum generators. I have 3 of them. These are hooked up to one smart battery that's set to 4590. So this will turn on first before anything else. Then my natural gas generators are hooked up to this smart battery for 4090. So if these 3 are not able to take care of my power needs, this battery will get, these 2 will turn on. This battery here is set to 3590. This is for my hydrogen generators. So that's another source of power. And I don't think I need that much power here, because we have some sort of geothermal, I think. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Like, how often do you run? It's running currently right now. So these put off polluted water. That polluted water goes through the mesh tiles and down here and then pumps out and gets cleaned. And gets turned off. This is a cool slush salt geyser. So this is what I was talking about with something cold. So this cold water is -9 degrees. It's great for cooling off your base. You take this with igneous rock insulated to wherever you need the cooling, and then you cool it. And then by the time it goes and gets desalinated, it's warmer. So here it is, same stuff. Now it's, instead of -10, it's +10 degrees. So that I then can desalinate it in these desalinators here. Love this game. What I'm actually doing though is on the fire planet, we got to get back there. because this Niobium volcano is going to erupt soon. 13.5 cycles. And I would like to get back there with some thermium or thermite. Did I make a place for that near the rocket? I have no idea. Tubes. I love tubes. That's a little bit later, but they're very important. Yeah, each one of these are running. I do have these hooked up to the grid. And I just run that wire on top so that I can run transformers every once in a while. So this is a steam room. It's very hot in here. 176C. But anything that produces heat, I like to have in here. Of course, we have a volcano in here as well. We're getting power from these as well. And this was from heat that was left down here. This bottom area of the map in the ice biome, or in the frosty planet pack setup. The bottom part of your map is super, super hot, like 1,000 degrees Celsius. And so I took all that 1,000 degree Celsius material and I put it right here. You can see it's 991 right now. It's cooled off a little bit. But it goes through this steam room here and cools off. And if it's colder than 200 degrees, it's allowed out and into this steam room, where it then gets cooled off even more and sent to the central part of my base. Everything in my base that I'm shipping eventually goes into one small area right here. And so if I mouse over it, you can see I have a lot of stuff right there. And that's just because everything is getting delivered. There's some steel getting delivered right now. Some igneous rock. To the rails. Thermium, where are you? Thermium is right there. On and off here and there. I don't know. A while. Probably a couple months. I mean, I've been... When did I start this one? I don't know. I don't even know when I started this. It only tells me back to here, which was August 30th, 2024. That's my oldest save anyway. Oldest save is August. I had stopped playing this playthrough for a while just because I had a problem on the fire planet. I went to the fire planet, and since this is a radiation rocket, it produces nuclear waste. You go to gases, or nuclear fallout, because it's run with radiation. And so when you land and you take off, it produces this radiation. Well, the fire planet was already a vacuum, and I really appreciated that. But I landed my rocket, and it filled up with nuclear fallout, and everything was super overheating. Because in a vacuum, heat cannot transfer. So nothing was overheated when it was all in a vacuum. But as soon as I introduced a gas, i.e. the nuclear fallout, everything got super hot. And I was getting scalding dupes, and everybody was hurting and stuff like that. Also, another great battery to learn is the battery module from the rocket ships. They don't overheat, and they hold a lot of power. And I have that built here as my batteries, since I don't really have very many power consumers on this planet. That's a pretty cool trick. But we're trying to get back to here. But yeah, this was all different gas. Now that I have it as steam, and I have these steam turbines on top, I don't mind it as much. I need to see if we're making any more of that thermium now. Which is here. No, I don't think so. How much do I have? I still have quite a bit of niobium. And this was going to be for tungsten. How much tungsten do I have? I have 5 tons, so I will haul 5 tons of tungsten in there. That's refined metal, tungsten. The autosaves take forever, though. See where that tungsten is. Nope. Oh, it's right there. That's cool. Well, they don't have to go very far to get it. I could make a whole bunch of that stuff in. Tungsten instead. I want to know how much thermium I have. Thermium, now I could build a sour gas boiler, which if you ever had sour gas, usually sucks, but there is a way to get a shit ton of power out of it. Niobium. Thermium. Did I miss the thermium? There it is. Okay, that's not a lot of thermium. I probably should have a lot more than that. So I'm gonna make some more of that. Yeah, we're just gonna make that forever. And it is getting shipped off into central storage. That's... Thank you, Nugs. I want to make at least one auto sweeper. I probably should load up some more things to take on the rocket. Like we ran out of igneous rock. So let's get a couple things of igneous rock ready to go. I actually prefer the beginning of the game to late game. That's another reason why I usually stop playing these playthroughs after a while, is because I'm like, I enjoy the beginning of the game more. And then things start falling apart, and I'm like, I don't want to do it anymore. Thermium 5, right? Yep. I don't know what I need on the rocket, to be honest. Super coolant. I could use super coolant. Yep. So, super coolant. How much super coolant do I have? 2 tons to make 5 tons. That's going to take away a little bit from my thermium production. This makes 100, so 10 is 1 ton. Let's make 40. I might need more steel on the rocket. We have 38 tons of steel. That's not too bad. Iron and iron ore could be topped up. Maybe just iron. Igneous rock, gold, glass. Also enriched uranium. mean, it's doing pretty well. How much plastic do we have? 22 tons of plastic. Not sure how much igneous rock. I have a lot of igneous rock. Yeah, let's go ahead and... I already have 2 things of that going. What about iron? 19 tons of iron. Alright, let me go ahead and set up for the super coolant being delivered as well. So this is a petroleum boiler. It takes crude oil and turns it into petroleum through heat. It's one of the great things about volcanoes. You can use the magma. This is called a magma dropper. Well, magma blade, magma dropper. With automation, it says, is this too cold? If it's too cold, drill it out and then open that door to refresh. It uses the heat from the magma to transfer to the window tiles, to transfer to the temp shift plate, to transfer to this mechanized airlock when it's closed, to then transfer to this metal tile, warming up the oil to the exact moment it flashes to petroleum, but not too much so it doesn't go to sour gas. Then cools off that petroleum. So right here the petroleum is 400 degrees Celsius. Down here the petroleum is 141. So it's counter exchanging heat. The oil comes in at 84 degrees, and when it gets to here it's almost 400. Whereas this petroleum starts at 400 and gets cooled off by the oil. Yeah, so counter heat exchange. Yeah, I love that kind of shit. And you see this solid crude oil? It's solid because it's so cold. This petroleum here is 342 C, but this solid crude oil is negative 43.9. The reason is because this is a vacuum. Oop! It just did it. It just dropped that magma down. So this is a thermosensor made out of steel. It's basically looking for, is it below 435 degrees? If it is, then that's when we drill it out. But now it's like really, really hot, transferring that heat. This door is opening up. When that door opens, that creates a vacuum. So if we go to gas overlays, there's oxygen there, but this is a vacuum. Since it's a vacuum, there's no heat that can exchange from here to here. So no heat is exchanging right now. The only time there's a heat exchange is when this door closes. So if it's too warm, and that's what this one, saying that it wants to be 406 degrees, but if it's above that, open the door. Yeah. Eventually this will solidify. That got refilled. This volcano is just keeps this running all the time. And this drills it out when it gets too cold. It then drops down here where we have a whole bunch of igneous rock that's really, really warm, which I could do something with if I wanted. But it's not heating up these tiles because this tile is only 22 C because it's in a vacuum. Vacuums are great. I love vacuums. What else? Probably want some more ores. Maybe not. That's fine. Also, plastic is a good run speed bonus, but you won't have plastic right away. Best source of plastic is Drecos. I believe I have Drecos on this map. Maybe not. Oh, no, no, no. On this map, this is my plastic production. That's right. These are those bonbon trees. They produce nectar. And we have a nice little setup over here that keeps them well lit. And then all that nectar is converted into plastic. That's right. But Drecos are a really, really great way to do plastic. You can do plastic through these bonbon trees too. Kitchen setup. This is where I keep all my frozen food. We have over 1.2 million calories. I mean, it's been a long game, so you do big builds in that amount of time. But you can do a freezer like this probably within... You'd have to have research into cooling, right? So you have to have the steam turbines and aqua tuners and thermal regulators. But that's all you need for that. I believe I'm not using that, though. I'm using the nectar. Well, I guess I am using that because I have these. For a while, I wasn't using that. I was just using the cold nectar that was already from the planet. So the Frosty Planet Pack, if you put a little hydrogen in there, a little bit of hydrogen in there, that's a sterile atmosphere, and your food won't go bad. Carbon dioxide works as well, but if you get carbon dioxide too cold, it becomes liquid, and then it doesn't work. So I prefer hydrogen. But your food won't go bad. That's always nice. We're up to 2 tons of thermium. Follow somebody. Oops, I was gonna follow him. These things take a lot of wattage too. So in order to run these, you can run you can run 2 on one conductive wire. It's basically the same as the jukebox, but you could run these on the small ones too. This is a dupe gym. I totally forgot about Abe over here. Abe is probably ready to leave. Oh no, he's not. I use the wheels for my new dupes so that they can get up to spec. When you're running on the wheel, you get athletics, you get mechanical. And so I put, especially now that I don't need that many dupes, any new ones I put in there to get skilled up. And then I run them down field research so that they learn faster. The +2 to science makes them learn faster. And then I'll skill scrub them to then do construction, demolition, all that stuff. So we'll go field research, advanced research. Yeah, we'll do all of those. And what I do is I figure out how many I need. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I have 5. So he still needs to be in there. And his athletics is only 11. So I usually like to try to get them out of there when their athletics is like closer to 20. That way they can run pretty fast anywhere anywhere it is. This base is really big, so I mean they have a long way to go. This is using door permissions. Everybody's allowed out. Only one person right now is allowed in. That's Abe. And so he's the only one that can go in there. And when he's done, he'll get skill scrubbed. Hey, we got somebody on the board. And listening to the jukebox. Hopefully we'll see somebody on the beach chairs. It's one of my favorite rec room activities. In fact, I could do some more rec stuff. Cave cabinet, yeah? I don't have one of those. How much does this take? 1.2 kilowatts. What's the power like? Current load. Yeah, why not? Let's do an arcade cabinet. I might want to do it on a different power wire, though. What's this one got? Autosave suck. Current load. Snip this. Guess I could have some art in here. I don't think I have art everywhere. Alright, just that one spot. Well, we can get some art in here. A couple portrait ones, maybe. Cancel that. Yeah. Hey, they're playing the arcade. But decor will help with their moods. Come on, sit at the chair. Sit at the chair. You know you want to. Oh, the lights came on because he's just standing there. Okay, they like the arcade. Probably do wallpaper in here too. Wallpaper I do, but usually not until near the end or later in the game. What kind of decor should we do for this one? I haven't done this one much. Maybe something different for the top. Here's my private bedrooms. Those are cool. I love the race car beds. How do you even do that? I already read that one. One thing I could do also, and I don't know if I have enough plastic to do the whole base, but replacing these granite with plastic tiles is pretty good. We're at 3 tons of thermium now. Boy, they love the arcade cabinet. Holy crap. Oh, by the way, I use those carved Luma stones, and they're really easy to do, but you can use those as light sources. So that just makes them go to the bathroom faster. When it's in a lit work environment, they can go faster. So, and we have some of these over here. I don't know if I took that one from the fire planet or not. Did I? No, it's still here, because it's still hot. It's cooling off, though. Pretty hot. I'm good. 10 husbandry. I think I'm good on dupes. Got 27 of them. I usually try to go for about 30 if I'm playing regular dupes. This is a nature reserve. I got a few of those. Nature reserve. Right on my exit, so whenever they leave the base, they go through a nature reserve. It's kind of nice. I am upset though that they're not on these very much. They go in from here, they exit right, they go past all of this really positive decor. There's the decor overlay. Got some negative decor over here. I could increase it with wallpaper for sure. Same thing in here. Maybe some more of these paintings or the ceiling trim made out of granite. Always make your ceiling trim out of granite or sandstone. Both of those give you a bonus to decor. I should make the paintings in here like food based, although I do like that one. Do mushroom. I'm gonna leave it. The mechanical surfboard, it leaks water. That's why the mesh tiles are there. You see the water dropping down, and it just pumps it back in. Nobody usually runs on these. Sometimes. What even is that? That's a splatter paint. This is a kitchen though. Supposed to be this one. I have a couple arts. Alright. Sounds good. I like that painting. I'm gonna keep that painting. Eh. You can redecorate these if you want. You have the stuff. Shoveled egg. Oh, hell yeah. That needs to go into my rocket interior. I believe I usually have this doing that. Let me just double check. This one, actually. It's been a minute since I played this playthrough, so I believe this is what I have going on. Yeah, that'll then put that in the shovels. And let's have... no barbecue. For now, I gotta remember to turn that back on. Critter eggs. Shoveled eggs. Level 9. Manual use. Let's see if anybody's gonna do it. Yeah, Freya might do it. Marie is on it. Follow Marie, see if she takes that shoveled egg where it needs to go. There it goes. This is how we have barbecue on the rocket. Alright, there's the shoveled egg going down. And that's going to join all these shovels down here. And when they die, the meat is then put into our fridge. We can cook it up into barbecue. There's also an infinite food storage in here. This rocket is super complex, though. It'd be very hard to explain it all. I'm more than willing to try if you're interested. I mean, I know how it works. I put it together. I didn't design it, but I did have to put it together. Alright, looks like the shoveled egg is in. So next, we'll go ahead and connect this back. That. Switch this back to barbecue. Not manual use. Cool. I started playing this one when the Frosty Planet Pack first introduced. That's so. Hey Siri, when was the Frosty Planet Pack introduced to oxygen not included?
Here's an answer from Gigi Deal.
July 18th, 2024. So yeah, right around that time is when I started playing this one. Is that supposed to be there? Probably. Vacuum seal. This has a vacuum around it so that it doesn't exchange temperatures to the outside environment, because I was trying to keep the whole map cold, and in fact, it's still pretty cold in most areas. I have warmed up the right side a little bit, but even then, it's only 27 degrees, whereas over here it's negative 30. Now they're making super coolant. Alright, well that's not as interesting as the rec room, so let's go back to the rec room. And Abe is just working out. That's all he does all day. He's just in here turning this light on. It's not hooked up to anything else. I have upped his priorities to work on operating. So his operating's maxed out, I think. Yeah, well not maxed out, but it's up on the operating, so he does this. He's also not allowed outside the base. So these doors have permissions. And he's not allowed out. Because if he were to go out here, he'd be very slow. And I don't really want him to do that. And I have velociter rechargers. I should do something with that. An office mug. Do I already have an office mug? I need more places to put things. I guess I could put some down here. Have some decor. Where's my decor looking like? Oh yeah, we could definitely use some over here. Let's do it here. Construct. Deconstruct. We'll get some pedestals. And now we have new pedestals too. Granite gives a decor. Arcade pedestal, maybe? Is this sweep only? Copy paste. Where are you going with thermium? Oh, you delivered it. Okay. And I have rechargers for those things. Here's one of them right here. So when you discover those items that are these items, sometimes they give you, if you use this machine here, sometimes they give you these vacillator rechargers, and that's to recharge this so that you can get another mood boost to it. And I'm going to utilize that. Guess I don't. That. And that's why I don't always destroy those, so that I can give people extra mood boost. Especially the people on my rocket. Since they're going to be going out and colonizing. Alright, super coolant's going in. So that magma finally solidified. But it's going to stay there for a while because it holds on to its heat for a very long time. I have some over here too. That's cool. Alright, recharge that, please. Amari's gonna recharge. He's got to go all the way to the inside of the base to do that. Now, he's got lead suit because we have 3 different exits out of our base, I believe. 2 lead suit docks and 1 regular suit dock. The regular suits are mostly for my astronauts, so that I always have a spot available when they return home. Lots of reasons for that one. Oh no, if they pee their suits, it just falls on the floor, right? Alright, so he's getting the Versalator recharges. These are built, so let me go ahead and put the office mode in there. The pull seems slow. Alright, so is it recharged? It is. So next, I'd pick somebody who I want to be on that. People in the rocket helmets, like Ellie here, are my... and I did that on purpose. I gave all my people on my rocket ship these specific helmets so that I could know who they are. So they have a bottomless stomach, they're an early bird, they're a plant murderer, and they're destructive. She's been around for 1,780 cycles, so quite a while. There's other people here, though, that I could utilize, too. Who's the other one? Rin? Rin's a loud sleeper, quick learner, bomber. You know what? I'll give it to Rin. Or I can just look at these, too. Go Rin, though. I got 4 more of those rechargers so that I can just keep giving different dupes extra stuff. They can get beefsteak, which gives them more strength so they can haul more stuff, which is really nice. In fact, that might have been a good dupe to put on there as one of my hauler dupes. Unreachable. How is it unreachable? Oh, there he goes. He's in it. Cancel that. So he's got deep diver's lung. That's cool. He takes in half the amount of oxygen now. Only good things. Let's see, thermium. We're about almost 5 tons. I still have plenty of niobium. To make sure I'm not overflowing with supercoolant. Basically, once this is full, I'm going to stop these and then take that 5 tons of supercoolant and put it in my rocket so that I can use it as a coolant somewhere else if needed be. Should I make a sour gas boiler? Probably not today. Those things are hard to make. But they'll give you so much power, you'll never need power ever again. I believe it's the best way to make power in the game. Arista Gaming just did a video not too long ago on it, on sour gas boilers. Not how to make them, but the benefits of them. There's quite a few videos out there on it, though. It's not easy. At least it wasn't for me. Because you gotta get it super hot, and then you gotta get it super cold. Okay, this is almost done, right? I think one more bottle should do it. Alright, sweep only. Sweep only. Yep, deconstruct this. And that's 5 tons of super coolant. Relocate that to Soul Blazer. Oh, it didn't work. Alright, so they'll start hauling that in. Got 5 tons of thermium now, and it's all right here, I think. Yep. It's negative 4.5 degrees. Why are we bringing meat in? Are you seriously cooking barbecue? Oh, maybe I should turn that off. I mean, we got plenty of food. I ain't worried about it. I also need to turn off my hauling area. I mean, my centralized storage sweeps, because pretty soon we're going to be sweeping into the rocket. So, disable building. Disable building. Oop. That way, when I sweep up, it'll all get swept into the rocket. Can't even see him in that. So follow Marie. Going into the steam. Oh, we're picking up bleachstone. That's right. I do have bleachstone for here. It's already at 20 tons, though. I don't know where you're taking it. And the bleachstone we get for this hot tub and for the hand sanitizer. And that's why I'm making bleachstone. And I don't usually ranch puffs, so hence the bleachstone hopper. Right now they're refining super coolant. You know what? We can stop that. I don't need any more of that super coolant. What I want is more of this thermium. Why aren't you taking it? Yeah, I don't know if I want you taking that out, because they're going to go store it. It's only 50. It's not that warm, I guess. I'll allow it. It's a small amount. Yep. All right, I'm gonna take a quick BRB. I'll be right back. I probably also need to take some refined metal, like more refined metal. And I think I have like 2 cobalt volcanoes on the other planet. So let's see how much refined metals I have. I have a lot of lead and gold. Gold's pretty good. Aluminum, could have more of that. I'm surprised I don't have more cobalt. I must not be delivering a lot of the cobalt, because I have cobalt over here, 138 tons. I'd have to ship it though. I could start doing that. I haven't touched this map in a minute. And we have plenty of iron, but the iron is going to the other planet. What about cobalt? No. Cobalt is going to Central. I mean, I have more cobalt than I'll ever need. Let's do allow manual use. Yeah, eggshell. And since you guys have nothing else to do, we'll do cobalt as well. Not raw minerals. Fine metal, cobalt. Get that started. Yeah, you can make a lot of thermium from the little bit of niobium that you get from that planet. I really didn't need to tame that niobium volcano, but you know, might as well. I am kind of tempted to geo-tune it, but then I'd have to have at least one dude living there at all times. At least power would be sorted. Yeah, they don't have much to do. The sweepers are supposed to do that. So I want to go here, but I also want to go to the sand planet, which is this planet. This one should have shovels on it. So, Metalioria, whatever that is. Wow, I still haven't even revealed the whole map. Building that rocket took a long time, let's just say that. It took like, I think, over 700 cycles. Okay, so that's where that is. Fire planet's right here. Although we can refuel here. And then go there. And then we'd probably have to refuel there. And then come home. And this place... Oh yeah, this is where the temporal tear is. Probably some iron volcanoes too we could tame. This saltwater. Here's what's left of the water planet. Still got some water there. But really, I want to get out of here so that we can... I think 5 tons is enough. Let's do it. Let's get out of here. We're gonna go ahead and drop this. Drop that igneous rock. And then sweep all this up. And hopefully that'll go inside the rocket. Let me turn these on. And I will cancel the sweep for right now. As soon as these get turned on, then I'll go out and sweep those. And they should bring them into the rocket, because these should be on a 9. I guess they're on a 6. Ellie's trapped in here. Okay, there's the Atmos suit. I don't have a place for Atmos suits to be. Maybe I need to have one of those storage bins for Atmos suits. Put it right there. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, worn Atmos suits go into that. Those are ready. Let's go outside. We'll sweep all this up. Gotta make sure thermium is on here. Yep. Haven't built that yet. You guys gonna sweep that up or what? There we go. Yeah, they're taking it inside the rock. I hope that's enough igneous rock. 20 tons, that's 40 tons. It's a decent amount. And we get a lot of, hey, what up, Delcoff? We get a lot of igneous rock from those volcanoes, so it's kind of a renewable supply. Welcome in. How you been? I played RimWorld for like a half an hour. Barely got through the picking of your pawns before I decided to play Oni. Today is blueprint day. So I'd like to get my blueprints as soon as I can. Oh yeah, I need to do another reservoir for liquid. Golden out. We have thermium now, about 5 tons of it. And we're about to head back to the fiery planet. Oh Lord, that rock that comes out of the volcano. Yeah? Yeah. So we have the rock here that we're not doing anything with this rock. Although I could. Definitely could. But the rock that we're getting was mostly from down here that we had to cool off. It was over 1,000 degrees. So I guess I don't have renewable, but I have a lot of it. 1,500 tons. Five normal volcanoes and a minor. And I'm playing with that with the mod that lets me move them around. Oh, really? That's something. I haven't heard about that mod. So I slapped them all in one room and put 9 turbines on. That's a lot of turbines. I had this one here. I was going to heat up this room, but this room's hot enough without it. So eventually this will be for a rust melter / glass melt or sand melter into glass. Long-term project goals. Yeah, you could put 9 probably on just one. Now, there's a lot of great ways to use magma. The best way I know, or the best thing I do with it, is right here. It's a petroleum boiler. Francis John's main design, but I've improved on it. I think I've improved on it a little bit by adding a reservoir here in a vacuum so that the oil that is 88 degrees isn't constantly warming up the area. It's funny I only have 15 tons of ceramic. Clay. Am I out of clay? I am out of clay. Oh no. I need to clean more polluted oxygen. I only have a little bit down there. Alright, so I could make a clay production by dumping polluted water in an area and then cleaning the polluted oxygen it creates to then make more clay, but we're out of clay. And somehow I have some gas in here. Most likely George, my flatulent dupe. That's unfortunate. Doesn't affect it too much though. You had a petroleum boiler at the time and only had 3 oil reservoirs. I think that's what I have. 3. But they're full quite often. See, the pipes are getting full. They stop in a vacuum, so they can't exchange heat. And as you see, that just turned off. The reason that turned off is because it's hooked up with automation to this reservoir here. It's a very long automation wire. And it just basically says if it's a certain amount of full, stop the flow. And then of course we keep all of our petroleum right here, which then also has shutoffs in a vacuum so that I'm not constantly flowing petroleum out, warming up my environment. I don't like warming up my environment because this is the Frosty Planet pack. But when it does go out, it actually warms up this brine a little bit and then feeds our petroleum generators, which we have a little reservoir over here that controls the flow. And there's my cooling loop of nectar that goes up into space and cools off all those sea miners. think we're about ready to launch. Yep. Alright, let's get a few suits in here. I want 3 suits. Clothing, please. Once we get the 3 Atmo suits in there, I think we'll take off. By the way, any oxygen not included screenshots or things like that you want to share, please do that in the Discord. I like seeing other people's builds. It gives me ideas. Hopefully these gives you ideas. And it's always fun to see different ways the game is played. I wonder if this is actually charging stuff. Do I have that? No, I don't. I don't have that hooked up to a power line. Yeah, I don't really need it. I have plenty of power. Rin is on that. Right, there's at least one. Is that all we're doing? Oh no, that's 3. Cool, let's crew up. Alright, crew up. We're gonna change our destination back to the fire planet. And then here they all come. All crew is not boarded. 5 of 8. All right. 6, 7, one more. Here he is. Let's go. Oh, I'm not totally fueled up. Oh well, I should have... I didn't know that was turned off. Huh. Alright, well they'll get there eventually. Meanwhile, why did that not go? That should have turned on. Oh, because of this switch, probably. Oh well. We'll be there in 3.5 cycles. Somehow, I have water everywhere. I don't know why. Maybe I deleted a pipe? It could be that it's steamed up. No, that's all good. But luckily I can just put it back into the steam room. Clean base is a happy base. In fact, let's go ahead and do a sweep. You guys ain't got nothing else to do. So you have oxalite right here, about a little over 2 tons. Don't need it for the rocket, but might need it on a planet that we don't have much oxygen on. Although we're all in atmosphere, so it don't really matter. You're sopping wet. Huh. Alright, well, they're busy doing that. Meanwhile, we're all idle over here and have nothing to do. I was so focused on the other stuff, you know? Looks like we've swept most of this up. Here's the stuff coming out. Looks like we got cobalt and iron. The iron, I don't mind. Okay, yeah, the cobalt and the iron are coming out this way, yeah? Alright, well, cobalt can leave. I don't need cobalt here. Metal ore. Not metal ore. Refined metal. Cobalt can go home. That sees at least some of it. You catch the patch notes from a few minutes ago? No. Uh-oh. What are they fixing? What am I... I'm gonna... I can see it. Bionics can get sick. You know, the more they do bionic stuff, the less I like it. When I first started playing the bionics, they couldn't... See, I think they couldn't get sick, and they couldn't get itchy eyes. And now, they're basically like a regular dupe, except for they have extra oxygen tanks, and they eat batteries. And they can't get leveled by doing things. It's getting less and less interesting for me to play bionics, if I'm being honest. Like the biobots, they should be kind of like the biobots, but smart. In my opinion. You're gonna die soon. That's okay. I already got his egg. I put his egg in the rocket. What to do over here? Not a lot. We've gotten most of the stuff swept up. A cool slush salt geyser I haven't done anything with. Oh, it does polluted water. Never mind. Don't really need water. However, polluted water would be okay because, well, first of all, it would cool off the area that's 19 degrees. Second of all, I could put a whole bunch of things here to then clean the oxygen to make clay and make ceramic. That's tempting. Yeah, let's do that. Then I'll have to mop it all up. It's currently active. The only problem is it will overpressurize. Where's this going? This goes up. Goes in here. Goes left. Okay, that goes in my actual water tank. I would have to have that go into some sieves first and then go in the water tank. Dupes don't straight up and die from radiation. No, but they sure do die quick if you radiate them too much too fast. Ask me how I know. There's been a few reloads when I was putting this together. This is maximum hazard. If something, that's why I haven't fixed this. It doesn't need fixing, it still works fine. But if I were to come down here and have to actually fix this, they would probably die. You know that dupes used to be able to die from, like, slime lung? They supposedly fixed the part where they just die at deadly radiation in this patch. Putting them on the cot will save them now. It used to be that you could kill your dupes very easily in this game. Zombie spores used to kill your dupes, and now it just makes them super slow. I don't really know how I feel about that. I'm gonna sweep all this up. I'm gonna put a pump over here. And run that. See, am I on construct? No. Construction 6, please. Alright, we'll get rid of this regular water, and then I'll mop it all up. And, this will be clay production, I guess. Yeah. I like the challenge, though, of trying not to kill your dupes. I don't know how I feel about that. It's fine, especially for new players, I guess. You know, you don't want to be playing the game for the first time and kill all your dupes in like 2 cycles. I have some playthroughs where I have sporchids in my kitchen as a... Uh-oh. Building melted. Lead? Ooh. You guys brought out hot igneous rock, didn't you? Lame. Wow. It's steam now. 1,000 degrees? Problematic. Overheating, disable auto repair. Where do you guys go to get that shit? I bet you went down there, didn't you? Oh, look, we got stuff down here. This is cold, though. Relatively speaking. Oh yeah, use that first to get into those pipes. Fix all this shit. Still got a little bit of hot stuff there, but it is cooling off. The granite's not hot. Oops. Alright, well, it's cooling off a little bit. I could probably put a temp shift plate of ice here. That would help. For some quick cooling. I got a puff down here. Maybe he'll give me slime. That's probably how I had that slime right here. Liquid naphtha. That's perfect. Let's relocate that right here. That's just going to keep all the polluted oxygen in here. Mule's calling. Alright, I gotta take a BRB. Oh, sorry about that. My bad. I had a very important phone call from a very good friend with an update on what his family's been going through. And it's all good news, and that's always good. I only got one of those, dude. What the hell? Alright, well that definitely went down a temp. I don't plan on going out. Yeah, if you wanted. It's fine with that. Oh yeah, that needs power. As far as more power, I'm gonna need more of it for those water sieves. Let's see, 10 watts, potentials. There is a power spine when you need one. I guess over here. It's 53 degrees over here? No way. Dang. Negative over here. Why is it so warm? I know it's not just those. Liquid nuclear waste is pretty warm. Yeah, I done that, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and seal that off. I don't think I need that nuclear waste anymore, and it's probably just warming up this whole area. State change. What's... Nothing. Liquid chlorine. I guess I'm getting a little bit off of this. 95C. Okay, game. Well, I got something for you. Let's get some aluminum. I'll just cool this area off a little bit, that's all. It won't take too long. And temp shift plate made out of diamond. Hmm. I really don't need to do all that. Whatever. Alright, while that's going on, hopefully this will start pumping. Oh, I see. I still have to tame these geo vents. That'll be extra power. That'll be nice. Get lots of power from that. Ooh, this is not working. We're full up, huh? All that cobalt. You know what? Let's do this. Cobalt will go this way. And everything else can go down. We'll need power for that. these aren't really running, so this will be fine. We are less than a cycle away from the fire planet. And taming a Niobium volcano for the first time ever for myself. I don't know what else got so warm to make this whole area like 45 degrees. Could it be this? 82. Yeah, maybe. It's carbon dioxide thing. I was doing something with this. Yeah, it's feeding the slicksters down there. I guess having igneous rock, though, is not good enough. Maybe I should have done ceramic. It's just generally warm over here. Some of it might have come from down here, but not a lot. Well, they have plenty to do now. Yeesh. Yeah, we do get a little bit of radiation on here, but it's not too bad. It's nothing that's going to make them sick. Like, right here is 200, slight hazard, but they're not there very often. Mostly safe. Yeah, I don't need this liquid nuclear waste much anymore, but it has cooled off quite a bit. Really kind of want this solid filter to be a little bit faster, and maybe not out of steel. Let's make that out of iron ore. Oh, we are almost there. Right, I'm gonna want cobalt. Yeah, this cobalt is not cold, but it's not too warm either. So having it go through my steam room to heat up and then to cool off is just not great. I'm just gonna let it go up to the top as is. I'm getting like 2 frames a second. Not happy about it. Obsidian, I have a lot of obsidian, 2,700 tons. Probably from down here. Yeah. Over 1,000 degrees obsidian, but this can see that. So this is pulling the obsidian out of there, and it's also pulling this. Eventually it'll get cooled off. It's going to take a while, especially since we introduced all this cobalt into here. We should be there now. No? 21 seconds. Alrighty. Well, we're ready. This is obsidian. I don't think I have obsidian, but I did bring granite. Not granite. Igneous rock. I don't know if I want to waste my igneous rock there, though. We'll see. This is going to erupt in 2.3 cycles. Oh my goodness. We're here. Oops, wrong planet. And it looks like that's now working. Hold up. Yeah, so this cobalt going in it, yeah, it's 24. I mean, it's definitely positive temperatures, but that's fine. On the fire planet. Let's land that puppy. Alrighty, well, we're here. We're definitely going to need fuel, but it looks like these are already charging and on. Let me just double check. Yes, they are. We could get hit by rad bolts, though, if we're not careful, so... Uh-oh. We cooled it. I didn't think that would be possible. But we cooled it. Damn you, supercoolant, be so efficient. It needs to be 26.9 in order to be not solid. So I'm gonna say 30 degrees. It's not necessarily gonna warm it up though. How many rad bolts are you collecting? 187 a cycle. Well, it still works. Ish. It could be better. Wow. I didn't think that was going to be an issue. I have thought about getting rid of this whole thing. What's the temperature of this? 32? I could easily replace all this. Been thinking about doing that anyway. So yeah, let's go ahead and have this not come out anymore. And that'll be one of the things we do. We'll tear this all up and hopefully melt that solid nuclear waste. Next thing I want to do is get a auto sweeper in here made of thermium. Right here. We'll get conveyor loader made of thermium. I don't know. Maybe here. I don't think it can see it, right? Oh, it can. Nice. Okay. I'm also going to need a cooling room. That's going to be difficult to do. I can't go through there. I guess I could go through here. So this might be my cooling area. But I will have to tear all that out. Gotcha. Let's go into the rocket. Turn off these sweeping things. Disable building. Disable building. I'm going to sweep all this back into this room. Maybe I'll put it over here. I think the super coolant will be fine to haul all of that in. We'll find out. And then this will all need power, which I'm going to need like a transformer for. So we'll get a couple more of these. Deconstruct this. I love the yodelers. This is going to erupt in a couple cycles. Let's do igneous rock. Alright, this is going to be for sweep only and everything. And then we'll sweep up everything here. And hopefully that won't do anything. It shouldn't do anything to the super coolant. It should be fine. The naphtha, though, 41 degrees. That might turn to sour gas. If it does, well, I can always put super coolant there instead. Naphtha is 42 degrees, 38 degrees. So far, so good. I do have some 1,000-degree stuff. Question will be if the naphtha can handle that. Hey, alright, I'm ready for a transformer in here. Probably iron. I might want to make this steel from here on. If that melts, it might have to be thermium. I don't know if you can make wire out of Can you make wire out of thermium? You can. Oh, I don't want to do that if I don't have to. We'll see how violent this thing is. Hopefully it'll just sit there and not do anything. Alright, I think I'm ready to break in here. Deconstruct this. Deconstruct this. Cancel that. This is a vacuum, so they won't have any problem with that. Did a cycle and a half. I think I'm gonna have it go up and then down below and then get checked somewhere. Probably checked right here actually. So if we go shipping, bear shut off, we'll make that out of steel. Something like that with a thermo sensor right here. Automation wire. So if it's cold enough, it'll go up. So it's gonna have to be steel here. If it's not cold enough, well, first of all, this would have to go here, here. The bridge would have priority. Actually, let me do it like that. So this has priority. Wait. Nope, that's not how I want to do it. Okay, and then we'll just continue this on. This is probably excessive. I mean, I have 18 tons. I hope I have enough iron ore for this. Needs to go lower than that. If it's cool enough, it can go through here. Cancel this. Put a bridge. And then deconstruct all. Well, that's plenty for him to do. Steam pressure is a little bit low. Luckily, we still had some steel here. $17 tons of iron ore. Probably should have gotten more metals. And then I gotta delete all this. So I should just be good to deconstruct all that, but I will mop this up first. And I will have more material from doing this too, which is nice. So let's go ahead and deconstruct all this. Be a lower priority though. Can this see that? It can. No ice. So this will get cooled off as well. When it's not putting out niobium. This power will need all, so go to there. So I suppose if it's under 200, huh? If it's above 200, have it go around again. Let's see. This is next active in less than a cycle, almost a half a cycle. Doesn't like it much. Deconstruct background buildings. Power wire can go. Understanding how bridges in the game work is another thing that I think a lot of people don't realize. It took me a long time, at least, to understand how bridges work, and I still struggle with it a little bit, but bridges give priorities to things. If there's a bridge and then something running through the output of that bridge, it will combine, but whatever's on the bridge has priority. And that's why I use bridges here. At least this bridge has priority so that this will stop hauling stuff once this loop is full. The one over here is just for directional, the one that you can't see. Yeah, this one is just to make sure it knows which way to go, because when there's an input, be like going back and forth, back and forth. So having this here, like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go over to this bridge, tells it what direction to go. This one gives permission, right? So that when this is sweeping up and this whole line is full because it's all over 200 degrees, this conveyor shutoff has permission over the conveyor loader. So the stuff on the conveyor loader will just sit there and wait until this line has been cleared out before it adds more to the line. That way we don't force out hot stuff into our cooling loop. These are granite, they're probably going to melt. Use the ladder bit. Maybe, we'll see. I could use more obsidian. I guess I could also deconstruct all of this. Very soon. So we're not going to be ready for it. That's fine. The main thing is that it doesn't overheat this, hopefully. This can go up to almost 1,000 degrees, 975. You can't put it in magma, but you can get it close. As long as we have enough pressure, which we do have a little bit of pressure in here, it should hopefully not make it too warm. It's starting to lag pretty bad. Why isn't that working? Double helix model. Storage unavailable. What temperature are you? 352. Well, we'll relocate you. Maybe down here somewhere. Somewhere nice and chill. Put you right over here. I can cool that down to a steam temp, and maybe I can take it home. I guess it can't get swept up like normal stuff. Ooh, here we go. It's gonna start up soon. Well, this should be fun. I've never done this before. Hopefully I've done it right. Oh, never mind. It's gonna erupt in 10 cycles. Wow. When it does, it puts out 260 kgs a second. 3,226. See, I probably do need to add more water to this planet. Alright. On planet. We're gonna add more water just because, you know, this probably could use it. I don't know if 16 kgs is enough pressure. Cycles. Sweet. This will get me some material. Yeah, that diamond is super hot. Look at that, 1200 degrees. Don't know why they didn't do that already. All this is fine. I don't really want... this is not fine. Sweep that up. That igneous rock is fine. That igneous rock is fine. Steel is ish fine. Diamond is okay. Yeah, okay. Oh man, the game's laggy. Let's go check on this planet, I guess. Alright, so is that... yeah, that's sending out the water. Deconstruct this. And mop all this up. I wonder if I can make plastium soon. I've never made plastium before. I hear it's pretty good. What do you need for it? Brax wax. You can get that at the Gassy Moose, or you can take... what to make it? Brackine. Heat it up to over 80°C. And brine. You get brine and Brax wax. Or you can make it from thermium, plastic, and Brax wax. How can I get Brax wax? Well, from Brackine. How do I get Brackine? I can pulverize certain things to get it. Into peppers, stuff like that. Or I can get it from the gas grass. I think I'd rather do that than pound out food that I could use for other things. So we'll have to go visit the Gassy Moose. That line is still not running. igneous rock and steel. I don't need any more steel, so I'm going to turn off steel. That's probably why it stopped up. It's because I've been making too much steel. Hence the permissions, right? So this is not allowing anything else out. And it is over 200 degrees. Oh, this is ready to go. And that should now cool this off. Oh yeah, it's coming way down real fast. There's some steam up here, but it should dissipate and deconstruct all. Or local autosave. Ooh, that's about ready to shoot rad bolts. Don't be in front of it when it shoots. Let's move it down here. Oh, baby, that was close. Well, it's filling it up slowly. Yeah, I want to delete a lot of this. Deconstruct. Deconstruct. Deconstruct all of this as well. So give me back some of my material, which will be nice. Yeah, it looks like steel too. Oh, this is actually going. Why are you going? Huh. That's strange. Why am I not pumping water? Because that tank is empty. Okay, good. Yeah, I might have to go back to the water planet, although we do have plenty of water. No, I don't know. $15 kgs. Okay, why are you coming out like that? Aha! I don't have any water on the floor, do I? No. Okay, cool. Uh-oh. Am I out of material? Iron ore, huh? Yep, I'm out of iron ore. I should have brought more. This is all iron ore. Let's, cancel some of this. I'm gonna have to replace it with steel. Oh, lame. I should have brought more. Well, if I can get an interplanetary receiver here, I could ship steel here easily. That shouldn't be too hard to make either. if I have this in the way. Payload opener. Targeting beacon. Deconstruct. I guess these two, so that we can get in. Let's do gold. And then I'll just have to deconstruct these. I don't know. All that should be fine. Damn, that's on 1 speed now. It's having issues. $162, 161. Yeah, it's going down in temp. I think I might get that out of here now because it's already under 200 degrees. And it might get over 200 degrees here in a minute. So let's go ahead and put that back up here. I'm also going to deconstruct all of this. That'll get me some of that material back. Construct all of that. I don't think it likes the whole thing as a steam planet. Although, it's only 1 gas, so that should help. Eating some of this obsidian will help get some of these temp shift plates. Not too many, but a few. These don't have any power outputs, so that's fine. We can probably get rid of all this now. So, all. We'll just let that vent out into space. Another 8 cycles before that erupts for the first time. Cooling loop looks like it's pretty much set up, except for I do need to get this dealt with. Deconstruct all, get rid of all that. That should warm this up a little bit. 23C. Maybe not. It is making a little bit of a mess. Maybe I get a ladder segment right there. Be careful not to get shot by rat bolts. 1154C. I guess I can just eat that out. I don't really care. Empty. Empty. Alright, and now I can deconstruct this. That should allow this to vent out a little bit into space a little bit faster. Nice. I can't reach that. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna have to set up shipping to this planet. That should be fun. Where do I send stuff out at? Not on this planet, I don't. I guess it must be on this one that I send stuff out on. Maybe. Have I not set that up? Oh, wow. I never set that up over here. Okay. Maybe I'll do it over here. I'm gonna need a meteor blaster. That's gonna take petroleum, which I do have right here. Meteor showers are incoming. So that's under, I have no idea. Meteor blaster? Is that a station? Last shot maker, there it is. Yeah, I could put it right there. Maybe have one. I'll test it out with one. I think I only need one anyway. I think it also needs refined metals, which we have gold in here, I think. I think gold gets shipped in here. Alright, back to this place. We can get rid of that ladder. That does not have power yet. Really? How do you not have power? The batteries are full. Oh, I see. We got steam in there too. Luckily, these don't overheat, so it should be fine. That steam should dissipate. We're in the is it micrograms? Could get a printing pod over here too. That'd be kind of fun. You know, this should go down lower. Let's deconstruct all of that. Yeah. Shit. Cancel this. And then at some point I'm going to let that flow out. Or I'm just going to allow the steam room to touch it to cool it off like that. Maybe. Lunch date is texting me that she is ready. Alright, Nugs. We're going to be erupting in... Where is it? I could probably use this stuff actually for these rails. I think I will. I'll probably replace all these rails with niobium, since we're going to have a ton of it. Like lots and lots and lots of it. Yeah, not for another 8 cycles though. I want to be able to warm up the water on the bottom and make more steam. In fact, let me go ahead and deconstruct this. That should make some steam. The temp shift plate. Suffocating. Oh shit, I cooled it off too much. Lame. I ruined my vacuum and everything. That's bad. That's super bad. Please don't die. There you go. Ooh, that's not great. Maybe I should do nectar in there. I'll have to re-vacuum this whole area out. Made a mess. Okay. Yeah, sorry about that, dude. Where's Nicola going? I'm gonna wipe it up wherever he goes. Yep, it's gonna come down here. That pump is not ready for it. So I'm gonna have to mop it up. It's gonna fall down to here. And it's gonna continue down to here. Okay. Hopefully I have a place for those to be delivered to. Right back down to the steam room. I want nectar. I am so gonna forget about this. And we'll make a temp shift plate. Steam pressure's up to 24. I could probably cut the water off now. I'm gonna cut off the water and then I'm gonna have to in stream for a little bit. I'll be back in probably a little over an hour. Maybe more than that even, but we'll snip that off. And I'll snip that off. And that should be good. That's a perfect place. All right, guys. Let me see about right now. Got a nice little audience here. As I said, I will be back in a little while, and we will then get to see the niobium thing erupt, which will be super cool. Until then, let me see if I have anybody who's playing. Oh, Echo Ridge is playing Factoria. You know what? Let's go raid him.
I'm coming, Drain.
I like Echo Ridge. I've learned a lot from him.
Go yet.
He's not playing
Don't run
Oni,
me over.
but if you don't know who he is, you're in for a treat.